After prosecutors revealed shocking new evidence in court today, Lil Durk became emotional. The new material the feds plan to use against him reportedly originated in an F-group chat on iPhones, exposing individuals now believed to be cooperating with authorities. Federal prosecutors allege that Durk ordered hits on Oblique members for failing to retaliate after King Von's death. They intend to call a witness who claims that Durk personally gave the orders. In court documents, the feds describe a feud between Durk Banks, Lil Durk's real name, and an Oblique member named Monadek. They claim Durk believed his associates weren't doing enough to avenge the passing of David Bennett, known as King Von. The evidence reportedly includes Durk's statements that everyone should slide for Von regardless of their personal circumstances, implying they should take violent action. Industry figure WAC 100 weighed in, saying that while some of the evidence may appear incriminating, it lacks direct proof that Durk explicitly ordered violence. However, he confirmed that a cooperating witness exists and that prosecutors have long had someone providing insider information. He added that this witness is among 3 individuals linked to the case, one of whom has already begun cooperating, while the other 2 are negotiating plea deals or payments. A more alarming claim surfaced when the feds reportedly linked Durk to an attempted hit on rapper Quando Rondo in 2021 at a gas station in Blackshear, Georgia. Investigators believe Durk may have indirectly referenced the incident in his lyrics, particularly when he rapped about people trolling him to slide for Von. Although prosecutors are not using the lyrics themselves as evidence, they are using the release date of the song to establish a timeline that coincides with the attempted attack. They are also trying to persuade an associate known as D to turn against Durk. D, however, has filed motions to have his case separated from Durk's, claiming that the evidence implicating Durk does not involve him. His lawyers argue that separating the cases could benefit Durk because prosecutors allege Durk's orders passed through D. D maintains that he never hired anyone and that the accusations are false. The situation worsened when reports emerged that D's younger brother, Lil Ted, had been arrested at a gas station for carrying a firearm. Body camera footage allegedly shows Lil Ted crying and begging police to let him cooperate in exchange for leniency, even offering to provide information on Durk and other associates. He was later recorded in a holding cell crying uncontrollably and pleading for a way out, which raised questions about what exactly he told investigators. With his older brother D trying to distance himself from Durk's case, Lil Ted's emotional reaction appeared to place more pressure on everyone involved. Another figure named Odavoni, who has family ties to D, is also reported to be cooperating with authorities. His assistance allegedly led to his release from federal custody, possibly under house arrest. Leaked text messages show him discussing a plea deal that could reduce his sentence from life to 5 to 7 years. In those texts, he stated that he didn't want to get got like other associates, suggesting that others had been sentenced harshly or eliminated. Soon after, social media erupted when Odavoni's father publicly accused his son of being involved in King Von's death and claimed that Lil Durk knew about it. In a viral clip, Odavoni's father said Durk asked his son if it was open, referring to a supposed plan against King Von, to which his son replied, "It's off the hinges." He alleged this exchange occurred around the time of Von's death and hinted that money had exchanged hands. When pressed, he confirmed he was implying that Odavoni helped orchestrate Von's death. He also claimed to have bank records and text messages that could back up his statements, suggesting a motive and financial connection. This accusation caused a storm online and drew the attention of law enforcement, who reportedly opened an evidence file to track everything the father said publicly. They even found a stream of DJ Academics speaking with Odavoni's father, where he asked why Durk would want harm to come to King Von. The father theorized that Durk may have wanted to remain on top in the rap game and didn't want to be overshadowed by Von. He claimed that King Von was never officially signed to Durk's label and that their relationship wasn't as genuine as fans believed. Investigators then found online posts pointing out that Lil Durk often went live on Instagram immediately after major shootings or deaths connected to him, such as those of King Von, La Capone, and FBG Duck. Some speculated that Durk used live streams as alibis, ensuring he was seen publicly whenever violence occurred, so police couldn't accuse him of direct involvement. The feds reportedly took an interest in this pattern and began collecting digital evidence related to it. The situation deepened when another interview surfaced featuring Odavoni's father claiming that his son had orchestrated the fatal shooting of Lil Pab in King Von. If true, this would shift the blame away from Durk and potentially prove his innocence. Durk's legal team seized on these inconsistencies, arguing that the government's case was weak. They filed a motion to dismiss the charges, citing vague allegations in the second superseding indictment. The defense demanded prosecutors provide specific details, the coded language allegedly used, the exact nature of any bounty, dates and times of alleged conversations, and the circumstances under which Durk supposedly gave orders. Their argument was that a legitimate murder-for-hire case must include all these details, yet prosecutors had provided none, suggesting they lacked concrete proof. The prosecution responded aggressively. Shortly afterward, reports emerged that Lil Durk had been placed in solitary confinement after guards allegedly discovered a cell phone in his cell. His team disputed the claim, calling it false and arguing that the jail was retaliating against Durk for filing motions that challenged the case's integrity. They accused officials of trying to break him down mentally by isolating him. Charleston White, a controversial commentator, celebrated the news of Durk's confinement, calling it a win for society and claiming that the downfall of drill rap culture had finally begun. He argued that Durk's incarceration marked the end of violent rap being glorified, saying that hip-hop could now move forward without its dark energy. However, some sources suggested the authorities were hiding what really happened to Durk. Reports surfaced that he had been involved in an altercation inside the jail earlier that day. Around the same time, rapper Lil Baby tweeted that he didn't care about anything else except seeing Durk free, signaling that something serious had occurred. That same night, one of Durk's close friends, known as Glee, was reportedly killed in Chicago, and members of Durk's crew began facing retaliation. This coincidence raised suspicions that Durk may have been attacked in jail as part of ongoing street vendettas. Adding to the mystery, rappers Quando Rondo and Lil Tim, who were involved in the deadly altercation that killed King Von, both released interviews on the same day Durk's incident occurred. In these interviews, they each expressed regret over the events of that night and insisted they were not enemies of Durk. Fans noticed that both men said nearly identical things and were released on the same day, speculating it was a calculated move or possibly an attempt to show cooperation with authorities. Others thought it might be their way of using Durk's own alibi tactic, going public to appear peaceful while deeper issues unfolded behind the scenes. Meanwhile, Durk's father appeared outside the courtroom announcing that his son might soon be released on bond. He revealed that this was the third bond attempt and that the judge this time seemed fair and open-minded. The defense had reportedly offered a strong case and financial conditions that the court would find hard to refuse. Durk's father thanked fans for their prayers and expressed hope that the ruling would be in their favor, emphasizing faith in God for a positive outcome. At this stage, Durk's legal battle remains uncertain. The prosecution insists that multiple cooperating witnesses and digital messages tie him to violent orders, while the defense maintains there is no direct evidence, only rumors, emotional testimony, and speculative connections. The leaks, accusations, and betrayals surrounding the case have painted a chaotic picture of loyalty, deception, and survival within Chicago's rap scene.